God, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Oh, and this is going to wind up as safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Touchdown, baby.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Well, the second down throw on target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Cousins on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
On second down, Cook. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing is Cousins. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. Exit. Mike 42. Mike 42. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 42. Mike 42. Here we go. Here we go. 15. 15. 2.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ron Parker there in on the coverage, and he knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
15. Yellow.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to fight. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
You got nothing.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
36. He goes to use you. It comes to me, it's me.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go! Oh, you got D? Hey, check my 50. Run. 50. Check my 50.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Check 59, Mike. Gun. Mike to 59. Wants the screen.
Now Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Mike, I'm going back to you. Yo. Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 10. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase. If it ended...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Wild Bill.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down again. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow. There's a blue lady. 55 to Mike. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 41, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Go.
Following the interception, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They go play action. Cousins rolling to under pressure again, and down he goes again. Reggie Ragland picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
One. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, complete. Smith has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
A gain of 15.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Yellow.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's going to... And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
We're going to keep getting sacks. Hey, 382, let's 50. Mike 50, here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Gun. Bring it. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike.
On third down, Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, I'm coming. One touch. Mike is a 50.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his fifth touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the slant. You got to go right here. You got to play big.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Play fake, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Frank Clark in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, we're good. Gun. Hey, Alpha.
To throw is Cousins. Forced out to his left. Lets it fly for... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Well, they set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher Working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I'm coming after you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one. And for the younger fans watching this, you might think Vikings, Chiefs, and not see a lot of history in this game. But this is part of the NFL 100 series because these two teams met way back in Super Bowl IV with the Chiefs winning their first and only Super Bowl title. The Vikings, of course, still yet to win a title, even though they made it 4 times to the final game back in that time period. They were in Super Bowl 4, 8, 9, and 11, but went 0 for 4 in those affairs. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check, 59. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Rhino.
Cousins now. And spins away. And this is Cook with a grab. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
To throw, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 1st down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 4th-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. On 1st and 10, Cousins dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Good route here.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Cousins again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Wide. Mike, check. 59.
Cousins to throw it. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check tight. First.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Mike's 7. Mike's 50.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Leave it, bring up 48.
Throwing is Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now here's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Yellow. Mike 50. Crunch time.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And This is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, 57, 55.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.